So now the floor is to Mauro Fioroni, and he will talk about the ICT for a more transparent, open, and effective parliament. How ICT can help face the crisis. The floor is yours, Mauro.
Okay, thank you. First of all, let me have some general consideration about what we have seen yesterday and today. We have seen very good implementations, and once again, this place is a place where we can share useful experience, but what I think that not only experience, this is a place, thanks to Carlo, thanks to the ECPRD, when we can share visions about our role. By this point of view, I think that I was very impressed yesterday by the presentation of the Professor Rubio. He knocking on Parliament's door. He talked about rethink the role of Parliament. He talked about a new vision, and he talked about Parliament as a hub between civic society and the politician world. I agree with this vision, and I will try to say something about that. As you see, the title of my presentation is How ICT can help face the crisis. So the focus, I will not talk about specific Italian Senate experience, like our mobile or tablet website or so on. I would concentrate my attention about how we can face the crisis, which response. First question, which crisis? We don't have only one crisis. We have multiple. We have to face multiple crises: economic crisis, political crisis, and above all for us, crisis in trust of parliamentary institutions. So, the question: how can we get out? And above all, my perspective is, of course, parliamentary administrations. So, what contributions can be given by parliamentary administrations, by us, to overcome the aforementioned crisis? Okay, it's a very engaging question. In my opinion, in the last years, technology progress has, as a factor of change, a big change in parliamentary services. But with the internet, the change was bigger than in the past. We are not only anymore the gatekeeper of parliamentary rules, but we are providing more and more information services. We must be a transparent parliament. So we are taking very seriously the fact that we have to face the crisis and the parliamentary crisis. Which response? In my opinion, there is only one way out: innovation, but it's not only technological innovation. Technological, organizative, and regulatory innovation. In order to do what? Three goals: cut down in parliamentary running costs, improve effectiveness of legislative assemblies and parliamentary administrations, increase transparency of parliamentary activities. and this is the last point is particularly important, in order to reach what Professor yesterday was saying, to become maybe a hub between civic society and political world. Let's go on. Cut down. So, Italian Senator will try to explain you to what the Italian Senate, how we are facing the crisis. Cut down costs. How? Okay, we have very similar experience. I have seen your very impressive presentation. The Spanish presentations were very good, but we are doing the same job towards a paperless parliament. In my opinion, crisis can accelerate the process that we have in this period. It could be a unique opportunity for innovate. They decided in the Senate, and without the crisis, I don't think they have decided to do that, because they are parliamentary senators are very keen, and they like very much the paper, as you know. So, but the crisis, for budget reason, they decided not to print anymore. No predefined official acts in circulations. Only print on demand. We had 115 millions of copies. The most of them were printed before the sittings, and after the sitting they were get away, and no one never read it. So just in case production of paper. So from the just in case to the just in time, we just produce with print on demand, and the plan is to have only 20 million of copies on demand. That is a radical cut in production. 83% of budget we reduct for paper production. In this cut, they decided to have press review only online. And they're really fond of the press review on their desk. That is, only the crisis could do that. Other examples of what we are doing is electronic subscriptions to official acts, to present bills, amendments, and so on. Very similar what is going to we have seen for amendments, the excellent experience in the European Parliament that I recently have seen. Dossier and acts for parliamentary sittings available in real time on internet. I will talk about it later. Other technologies to reduce costs. We are investigating, and we are seriously think about to use cloud computing and virtual desktop. We are in this moment we are testing virtual desktop in my department, the information technology department, with good results for the moment. But we will see. I will tell you maybe the next parliaments on the Net 11. Functional integration. This is peculiar of Italian. We have a bicameral system, so my structure and Carlo's structure is separated. Of course, we talk and we try to have synergy, but I think this is not enough, and maybe the crisis will accelerate this problem of integration and functional integration about our structures. Okay, that's first. Cut down costs. Improve effectiveness. How? We are re-engineering process in the administrative area with a new documental system for all administrative areas. We are in this moment testing a new internet portal for parliamentary work. in which the emphasis, we projected it, designed it with the support of all the structures. So we learned, we wanted to know, to have input from all the by all the structures and of the Senate to, this is the second intranet project, the portal project, and we want to have more services on this portal. I will talk about it later. Increasing in electronic exchange amongst other institutions, Camera dei Deputati, but even other institutions. Of course, e-learning. We see that e-learning for learn our clerks, our people inside, is extraordinary tool to increase skills inside and without too much cost. This is a need. This is a need because for the crisis, the politicians decided to block all new public competitions. So we are less. We were a few years ago. We were more than 1,000, 1,050. Now we are 900, and certainly in the next years we will be less and less. So it's a need. Increased transparency. How? Okay, we strongly believe in open government principles. So the whole information system is delivered on the web since the beginning, but we are going on in this field. We are now designing new linked open data services, dati.senato.it. At the end of this year, we should deliver it in close relationship with the same implementation of the Camera dei Deputati. Improve, another key point of transparency. There is no possibility to have transparency if you don't have usability. So improve usability of online parliamentary services. So we have seen mobile computing, e-book. That's another field that we think that are very important. We talk about, in this session of Parliamentary on the Net, we talk about tablet, but maybe we should consider more the formats, the e-book formats that are more suitable for tablets. And we are investigating on it, and I will talk a little about it later. Okay, another certainly ways, tools to improve transparency is to have more and more parliamentary information through the web TV. Okay, so now I will try just very quick parade of our 2012 Senate anti-crisis project examples. So, I talked before about the dematerialization or print on demand. All senators needs for parliamentary work, all senator needs, all materials that they need for parliamentary work is on internet, in special areas, collaborative areas. So sitting documentation available on netbook, tablet, via Wi-Fi, both in the hall and the commissions. Integrated agendas, electronic signature, I mentioned before, all electronic acts processed in XML format during the parliamentary work. XML, we strongly believe in standard XML as a basis to process in the background all our acts. You know, there are some, we try to be compliant to important projects like Accomantoso of the United Nations, and we are trying to contribute to this XML standard for parliamentary acts, and we believe that this is the right way to improve our management of acts. All parliamentary acts in e-book format. I will mention it, and very quickly. Okay, dematerialization, collaborations. Dematerialization, collaboration areas and social network tools. We have in our intranet, we have delivered particularly collaboration areas for posting from the internal staff just in time for the sittings, all official acts, but all material, dossier elaborated by the study department, all materials that they need for their work must be present at the right time. This is the key factor, the right time, just in time, be available on via Wi-Fi on this area. So the committee offices, clerks inside, posts or builds dossier in this area, collaboration tools, collaboration area, that is, of course, reserved. And senators can have access to this material. It's, in a way, it's very similar to what we have seen in the Spanish Parliament. Can access this material and browse it, and so we have less photocopies, copies of the dossier only on demand, and they print only pages that they really draft. We choose EPUB beyond the PDF format. I've seen that any one of us, of course, is concentrated on deliver the acts in a PDF format. But we believe that we have to consider formats, as I said before, that are more suitable for tablet PC. EPUB format, we think it's quite interesting to browse in a paper-like, they like to browse, and EPUB is some e-reader on the e-tablets are very good for EPUB format. Digital signature, okay, to present tax. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's quite important. Some very quick information about this new internet portal that is in which any one of us is authenticated, but there is an area that is my page, which any one of us can personalize it and to put portlet that he likes, portlet that we provide, that we designed, but also portlet that from outside, for instance, Google portlet that we see in the Google website. Of course, we have in the homepage of the internet portal all materials that we need. What is happening, we try to represent what is happening in this moment in our house. All your information on the right, on the left, in evidence, what is happening. A selection of a press agency that is very important for political, but even for the staff. If there is a sitting, we have web TV and we can click. But all the acts are, the most recent acts are presented in the home web page of the new intranet. Another important thing on the web page on the intranet is the integrated agenda with all sittings of committees, but integrated with our personal appointments, and not only mine. I put a new appointment here, and I find it here. But also, if my secretary in my structure, in the administrative structure, or my political group fix a a new appointment for the group, my political group. I find it integrated in the agenda in my homepage in the intranet. We think that is a good way to improve effectiveness of our tools. Okay, last but not least, our service in e-book format, the project Scriba. Maybe you know it. We presented in Athens last. When was it? Last November. What is it? Scriba. Scriba is an open source we develop internally, but we deliver to the open source community, an open source engine to generate e-book of parliamentary documentation in a pub format, starting from HTML, XML, PDF documents. So how it works? You access our web page, this one, www.senate.it ebook. You can choose from, you can download standard predefined ebooks like press review and other things, or you can choose a specific material, a bill or an amendments or what else, whatever you need for your work. You choose it, these things, you can choose even many acts, and you have on your tablet, your dossier in you have immediately, 0 minutes, I'm finishing. You have in very few seconds your dossier in this format that the senators like. It's paper-like feeling that they like a lot. And with the indexed, of course, and we think that we managed to convince senators that sometimes don't like too much not to have paper, to use these tools, but even from outside. Last slide is about social networks. We believe that we have to be present in the social networks. I've seen many of you that have buttons in their website with the share button to favorize the use of parliamentary resources in the social networks. I think that this is the first step. We are considering to have an official page in the social networks, but we are still thinking about it. But this is a first step that we think is very important. It's important that communities use parliamentary resources, because they can, by the knowledge of what we do, they can have a better feeling of what is happening, and in a way it's a service to democracy. This is the last slide, but what I hope to have, the message is we can't be still waiting. So we can't do like Charlie Brown, stay still and waiting. We have to move. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mauro. And are there any questions about, yes, Jean-Pierre?
Yes, Mauro. You talked about acts, parliamentary acts, online. Could you define, please, the kind of acts for me to clearly understand what kind of documents?
When I talk about acts, I refer to official acts, so bills, amendments, handsets, verbatim report, all official acts. Of course, there are not only official acts, there are only to work in the sittings. They need the dossier that are not acts, that are dossier, but it's all material that is useful for the parliamentary work during the sittings, not only during the sittings, of course. But the key factor, success factor, is to have this material ready just in time during the season. And this is difficult because you have to re-engineer process in your administrations, and maybe to rethink skills of people.
Thank you. Any other question? Yes, first.
Mi pregunta es, las principales dificultades que piensas que hay para tener un perfil institucional en las redes sociales.
¿Las redes?
Sociales, Twitter, Facebook, social networks.
Okay.
Main obstacles for institutional presence in social networks, in your opinion. Thank you.
In my opinion, it's a matter of debate. To have an official page, you mean, in Facebook or... But I think maybe we can be present with a page in Facebook that is devoted to a service, a specific service. I mean, Scriba, for instance. This is we are thinking seriously to have a page of Scriba of this e-book, parliamentary e-book, to promote the uses of this service to citizens and to promote it. This is a more discreet, more presence on the Facebook, but it's also a service to promote to our work on the social networks. But an official page, it's not. We are still thinking well to do that. Also because it's very engaging. You need to be present to have a staff. Otherwise, it's a boomerang. So in this moment, with the shortage of staff, of people, we must consider very well to open an official page on Facebook or what else.
Thank you. Now, Jose Angel.
Mauro, please, I have a question related with one of the lines that you have read to get save money. Is this that is functional integration and synergy between the chambers?
Yeah.
It sounds well. In Spanish, it sounds well too. And in our personal experience, well, we have a very, very good relations with our colleagues of the Congress of Deputies. We interchange programs sometimes because can be useful in one chamber, but to create really synergies and more functional integration between chambers, these are very important words, and I think these are not easy to do. So I would like to know if you have, you can identify fields where it's possible to get integration between chamber and functional and synergies between chambers.
Very good question. We are trying to convince, but to give some suggestions to our political decision makers. Of course, we need political decisions to do that. Otherwise, we can only collaborate on a voluntary basis. That's at the moment what we are doing. We are collaborating on a voluntary basis. Maybe the crisis will convince our political decision makers to push more, to integrate. Maybe we can suggest some areas. I recently suggested to share the internet access between the two houses. So in order not to have a double provider, we have, at the moment we have a double provider with double cost to access, but we have, fortunately, we have a stronger related intranet network. So we can afford, we can do, technically, we can have only one provider, but the political decision maker has to choose this and to give us this. There is no other way But the crisis, I think, I'm confident that the crisis will accelerate this decision.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes, Mark, please.
It's a simple question about collaboration. In your slide, you specify a well-known software. Can you tell us which software you are using?
For what, sorry?
Collaboration.
Collaboration. In this moment, different kind of softwares. Some of them we deliver inside. For collaboration software in this moment, we are using an IBM software that is called Quicker. But we are very open to use different other kind of softwares.
Are there any other questions? Yes, please, Bernardo.
Yes, I have a complementary question. What is the integration of this collaborative tool within the intranet? How do you integrate? Is it integrated?
Yes, of course. We are in this moment on the new portal. We have many collaboration areas, and the key factor that we deliver these collaboration areas to structures, and they are autonomous to manage it. This is a key factor. Therefore, I need a new collaboration area for this project, or to collaborate with my colleague of another structure, and they can. They have the power. They don't have to ask to ICT people to habilitate a share directory, for instance. That is the different. It's not a shared directory, but it's a collaborative tool in which the administrator of the area can decide who habilitate to work with, and the other key factor he can habilitate even an external user to this. That means, in a way, that an expert, that's why I liked a lot what the professor said yesterday, because in my vision, maybe I'm a visionary, but in my vision, the possibility to habilitate an expert, an external user, to the work of the committee during an important phase of a political activity, and to share with him, and to have to them suggestions or contributions to the parliamentary work is very important. And in this way, we can be an hub, a democratic hub. Maybe I'm dreaming too much, but a democratic hub with the external. And the administrators of the area is not an IT person. It's a person of a committee. He decided, I want to collaborate with you, and even with a politician, a member, but also with an expert, an external expert. That's what this is. And we have many collaboration areas that are now in running. We are promoting it. Yeah.
Yes, Mark.
Integrating external, what you could call external expert users in the context of cooperation is a real need that has been expressed on the level of members and parliamentary assistants, because this is fully part of their real life today when they are working on bills. So I would be very interesting to see how you will, what solution you will implement for that issue.
They never expressed this, but the possibility, there is the possibility in several cases we use this possibility to open to external experts, not in the committees, but in projects, not only IT projects, but in working groups. They needed to collaborate with external, Not in the committees. I confess it's not a requirement that came from the committee staff. But they are open. They are considering it. And they like a lot the fact to have the power to habilitate users and not to have to ask to the IT people, like in the shared directories.
Thank you. Any other question? If not, thank you very much, Mauro.